Okay, we'll do the plant watering pointer first. Are you almost ready with the 7-Up, Nigel?
Seconds away.
And then we'll do the bit about using mayonnaise as hair conditioner, and we'll finish with a pointer on how to clean a cat.
About shampooing cats? I tried it in the lab. It's not a good idea.
Ooh, clearly.
Kitty tray, powder, no cap,
Okay.
no cap.
How do I look?
Wunderbar.
All right, chaps, we'll try them.
Okay, here we go.
And now it's time for our first Prue Pointer of the week. This question comes from one of our big fans, Henrietta from Houston. Hey, sweetie, tell Earl that the crew just loved the latest batch of chili. Henrietta writes, Dear Prudence, Earl and I are going bass fishing. The cats can fend for themselves, but I don't know how my poor plants are going to get watered. Help. Houston, we have a solution. Fill a bucket with water. Tie some cotton twine around a brick. Put the brick in the water. Take the end of the twine and put it in the soil of the plants. Now, the cotton sucks up the water like a straw and provides a steady supply of water to the... Cut. Speaking of sucking, is this segment like totally tanking?
No, not at all.
I agree. I think the pointer's fascinating.
Oh, yeah, I get it. The point is fine, but I'm tanking.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, there's no tankage, not at all, zero.
That's what you're thinking. And you know, you're right. You know, I've just been off my game for a while. Now, I'm just feeling a bit, I don't know, a bit...
Distracted.
Disconnected?
Exhausted.
Is that obvious?
You work too hard. Your mother was the same way when she wrote the Prue Pointers column. She lived to work.
My mother worked to avoid living.
If the shoe fits, sweetie.
I am not my mother, Jeffrey.
You're getting there. That's why I'm going to have to fire you.
Fire me?
You're the cornerstone of my empire, Prudence, my cash cow. I can't afford to have you burn out. Finish the segment and you're gone. For a week.
Are you off your meds again?
You leave tomorrow. Take the company plane.
To where?
To my lodge in Wyoming.
I'm a New Yorker. What am I going to do in Wyoming? Stare at the bloody mountains?
Why not? Stare at the mountains, sleep, read, start painting again.
Hello, I'm Prudence McCoy, and you must be Ruth.
Yes, I am. Nice to meet you, Miss McCoy.
Oh, no, please call me Prudence.
So, how was your flight?
Oh, torture. 4 hours in that plane felt like 4 days. And I wanted to sleep, but I couldn't, of course. Had no appetite. Well, I never do when I fly, and I'd seen the movie the night before. And coming down to land, the plane was shaking so badly, I thought it was going to come apart at the seams. That's why I loathe vacations. They're nerve-wracking. Bags? Already? In New York, I have to wait a week for these.
Were there other passengers on the plane?
No, I was alone. I know this is a ridiculous amount of luggage, but I'm a terrible traveler. I always have to pack everything so I can decide what not to wear. Ooh, hold on. The squeaky wheels are driving me nuts.
What is that?
Olive oil. Extra virgin. Good for rusty metal and sticky locks. Low acidity, delicious on salads and vegetables. Now try it again. Prue Pointer number 86. I got it from an old Italian plumber in Brooklyn. The sky is just so amazing. And living in New York, it's easy to forget there is one.
Well, you should take advantage of it while you're here, especially the sunrise and sunset. I know a beautiful place to do that.
Could you take me out there sometime?
Well, I'm meeting some people out there later. I could rearrange it. Then we could stop on the way.
That sounds like the perfect antidote to jet lag.
Tashahara has been sacred ground to my people since time immemorial.
It's beautiful land.
We come here for ceremonies and fasting.
What's the fabric on the trees?
Now, those are prayer ties. We bundle our prayers in an offering of tobacco to be carried to Creator by the spirits.
Is Bart Andrews a member of your tribe?
Oh, no. The Andrews family has owned Tashahara for 140 years.
Well, isn't this your people's land?
Well, yeah, that's the way we look at it, but the government decided that they owned it, and they sold most of it off to farmers and ranchers. But when the Andrews family bought Tashahara, they promised it would not be disturbed.
Well, looks like they kept their promise.
Yes, they did, and especially Bart. He was like family to us. He loved Tashahara as much as we do. In fact, we're holding a commemoration of his death here next week. Thanks for coming early. Jean-Philippe Andrews, Doug Craig. This is Prudence McCoy. She'll be staying at the lodge for a few days.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Welcome. Jean-Philippe is Bart's son, and Doug's the lawyer for Andrews Land Trust that takes care of Tashahara. We're planning Bart's memorial together.
Well, I've got some ideas about that, Ruth. Come and talk with me for a moment.
Hey, do you mind?
Excuse us, mademoiselle.
So if you're staying at the lodge, you must be the Prudence McCoy.
The only one I know.
I met Jeff Simcox when I handled a zoning matter out here for him. You'd just taken over your mother's column. He said you'd be even better than her.
No, I'm not sure about that. Different, I hope.
Well, my father was a suspenders, cigars, single malt scotch kind of lawyer. I always wanted to be different, too.
So you don't wear suspenders?
Or smoke cigars. I do, however, enjoy my scotch. Would you like to have a drink while you're out here?
I'd love that.
Good.
If I can fit it into my days of doing absolutely nothing.
Excuse me. I should take this. Excuse me. Go.
So, Doug Craig.
He's a nice man. He grew up here. My son JR worked for him for a summer. He's a longtime friend of Bart Andrews. Like a son to him, really. Very well liked, respected. Divorced.
Was I that obvious?
We shouldn't have stayed so long. Would you like to get something to drink?
Oh, I love that. I'm so thirsty.
Been coming to this place since the day I turned 21. Met my husband Russell here. Hey, Gord. Kathy. Eddie.
Hey, Ruth.
Prudence McCoy. She's staying at the lodge. This is Eddie. He's a detective with the police department. I'll get us some drinks.
Welcome to Wyoming.
You're a Red Sox fan.
Born in South Boston.
I live in New York.
I won't even ask.
You're a clever man.
Yeah, for a Red Sox fan.
What do you shave with anyway? Chainsaw?
What are you talking about?
We have a serious case of razor burn.
And?
I hate to see a man in pain.
Relax, I'm not in pain.
Oh, right. And selling Babe Ruth wasn't the worst mistake in the history of professional sports.
That's history. The curse of the Bambino is over.
You wish.
I don't have to wish. I got the World Series in 2004, got the World Series in 2007.
Have you got some oatmeal at home?
I hate oatmeal.
You're not going to eat it. You're going to rub it on your face.
Rub it on my face.
That's right. 3 times a day, leave it on for about 15 minutes. Razor burn will be gone in the morning. Oh, and one more thing.
No, that's okay. You've done enough.
Pop for a new razor every 3 to 4 years.